This here is the 4590 that we will also shoot the 4570 out of. This here is the 5110 where you're going to use in this episode.
Starting from left to right, that's a 4570, a 4590, a 5110 with a 535 grain bullet, and then 5110 with a 535 grain bullet with a gas stick. All these are hard cast bullets, and we're going to line them up and shoot them.
If you like big bore lever action, stay tuned to this channel. We'll have more big bore lever actions to come.
What I'm going to try today is shoot through these sweet gum into this sheetrock and see if they'll penetrate the logs and then into the sheetrock, or what they'll do. Alright, let's go ahead and shoot them. Up first is the 400 grain bullet out of the 4570. Fire in the hole. It rocked it. Let's go check it out. That looks like the entrance hole, and there's no exit hole. Sitting just like that. Up next is the 4590. Same 400 grain bullet, hard cast, a lot more powder. Let's see what we got. Let's see what she did. Oh, we got to exit. Got to exit. Come right through it. Yes, sir. There's your two holes. This in here. Put on up in there. Earlier we had a bullet go across the bottom. All right, let's try the 5110 in this. We'll try it the same log, just a little bit different spot. All right, 5110. We're trying this wide flat nose bullet first. That joker kicked like crazy. Let's go see what it did. Oh yeah. This hole right here. Blew a hole out the back. Went on up in there. Let's go ahead and see what they did. Obviously it blew through there. 4590, yeah, 4590 stopped there. Let's see where this one went. It's still going. Still going. Still going. Yeah. May have stopped. Let's see what we got. That's no bullet. Maybe it's still going. Oh yeah, it's still going. I think that's the back of the bullet right there. Can you see it? I don't know why I'm asking you. You're not talking to. Let's push it back out. Oh man, it's stuck in their horn. Is that just a gas check? Oh, that's a bullet. We'll get it out of there and take a look at it. Yes, we got it out. It went through 7 sheets of let's see, I want to find the 4590. There it is. There's a 4590. That hard lead Mushroomed out pretty good going to that hardwood. We'll try to get that 4570 out of the piece of wood, see how far it went through. It stopped in here somewhere. We'll split that open and get it out. That is a lot bigger log. The first load we're going to shoot at this log is 400 grain standard 4570. In other words, standard velocity about 1,300 feet a second. Okay, here it goes. 4570 standard load, about 1,350 feet a second. I think the standard load was a little bit slower than that, but this will be close enough. All right. Let's see where it hit and what it did. You know, a lot of times them slow moving bullets go all the way through stuff. But not in this case. There is no bullet. All right. Oh, 5110. It's going to come up next. Okay, here's the 4570 entered right here. I don't know if you can see that. And it traveled across here. See the bullet right there. Anyhow, it penetrated about 7.5 inches. The 5100 went in this hole right here. And it traveled across here. It created somewhat more damage, especially since it was traveling about 2,000 feet a second. But you don't see a whole lot of the bullet left. And it went right at 7 inches. So while it didn't penetrate as far, it did far more damage on its way. And that bullet is totally distorted. You can't see what it looks like. This one here, you can pretty much make out what it was. And here's its trail. And it's kind of small. I mean, it's probably a little bit bigger, but you can see this one cracked the wood right here where it went in. So it's kind of interesting. Both of them traveling about the same distance. They actually kind of cross paths almost. I mean, if you look at it. But there you go. Higher velocity is not necessarily more penetration, but you saw it knock the log a little bit harder, and it certainly impacted and created a more devastating wound channel. And even though it was much harder lead, it deformed all out of shape. This one here was just cast and quenched. The other one was heat treated. Okay, we also managed to cut that 45 70 that was high velocity, same exact bullet as the other one, same exact bullet as that one. This one here, it was moving at probably, let's see, 1,800 feet a second, and let's see how far it penetrated. 1,800 feet a second, about 5 inches. And this is sweet gum. Sweet gum's not any harder than this right here. So, but you see the bullet definitely deformed all out of shape at higher velocities. This one here being about 1,350 feet a second. Okay, last shot for today. We're going to shoot a 535 grain bullet at low velocity out of the 5110 and see how much penetration we get. All right, let's try it. Not much recoil with that one. Let's take a look at it. I don't think it went all the way through. Okay, went in right there. And there's no exit wound. We'll cut it out of there and see what she looks like. Stay tuned. I went back reviewing some of these videos, and I noticed that my 5110, when I fired the
last bullet did not get on video.
All right, you can see the 50 caliber coming through this side, angling slightly over toward the other side. We'll flip this over, and there she is. And if you look right here behind it, that is the gas check, and they're sideways. And this bullet, at just over 1,000 feet a second, only went 5.5 inches. And if you look at the nose of that bullet, it's still only get out of my light, only about 1/2 inch, so it did not expand out much at all. But it's kind of got weird shaped on the back though. Kind of, of course, that's probably somewhat of the angle I had to cut it, and that's probably the bottom angle of the bullet. I'll tell you what, we'll pop it out of there, just see what it looks like. Okay, we got it started up. Let's pull it on out if we can. See what. So basically, there's the bullet. It didn't really change shapes much. I don't know what happened to that gas check. I think it's still down in here or something. But anyhow, that's the bullet. The gas check come off. It didn't really change shape that much. It's just the angle we had to cut it to get it out. But anyhow, kind of surprising. I figured it'd go further, but it didn't. And it is what it is. And take a look at all these bullets and see what they did. This one here started out looking like this, and now it doesn't look like that. That was the high velocity 4570, doing about 1,800 feet a second. Penetrated 6 and something inches of wood. You should be able to see it on the previous part of this video. Let's see. Yeah. It's actually 5 1/4. This one right here, when we popped it out of the wood, it looks like that. Pretty much like it did originally, minus the gas check, which I think is still, well, I think it fell out of the hole somewhere, but anyhow, that's what it looks like. That's what it originally looked like. Now let's take a look at this other one. Remember that low velocity 4570, come in right here, traveling all the way to right here. And if you flip it over, it obviously looks pretty much like it did before it was fired. That wood pretty much rubbed all the rifling off of it. And then what's surprising, I guess I'll remember that 5110 come through this side and kind of cracked it. It wasn't as bad as all that. A pretty good wound tail. And that joker started out looking like this. That was a bullet I had made up because I like to use a Lee tumble lube on my bullets because it seems to be pretty accurate. But look how big that thing expanded it out. You know, that right there is pretty big. Let's see if we can kind of get an idea how big that joker got out to. It's not quite an inch, but it's pretty close. Let's take a look at that. All right, let's look at the ones that penetrated through and went into the sheetrock. The 4590 is on the right. This is what it originally looked like, and that's what it looks like now. And then, you know, it only penetrated one piece of sheetrock and stopped in the second one. And this is what the 5110 originally looked like. Remember, you could, obviously I can't do it on camera very good. You could see the gas check sticking out of that sheetrock, the last piece it penetrated into. It lost a lot of its weight, but it did a good penetration, and it had about 6,000 foot-pounds of energy. there you have it.